Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I am covering news from the week, and news there has been aplenty. So we are going to talk about it all. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to get into it. Do stay tuned to the very end because you guys showed me something I missed on this last week's episode of And Just Like That. So we're going to talk about that as well. I got a collab coming up. We're going to talk about that. So much stuff. So let's jump in. Before we jump into it, I did want to let you know I have a Patreon now, so check that out. Patreon.com/Real Housewives Recap, and you'll find my logo and you'll find us. So take a look at that, see if it works out. The first episode's free. You can watch it here on YouTube. After that, you can check them out on Patreon. We're doing the original Sex and the City series. So I got to start out talking about Che. And before you say, Jen, why the hell are you putting them on my screen right now? Bear with me. It's funny. So many of you commented that I had to go read this article, and you know what? You guys are so smart. I love it. So I always take your advice. I had to go read it, and it's amazing. So get your eyes on Daily Beast. I have to show you the writer, Kevin Fallon. This article is the funniest damn thing. I laughed from the beginning to the end. We're going to hit the highlights here, but afterwards, I need you to go read it. So the very first line says, my therapist said that Che Diaz can't hurt me. You guys, I think he's one of us. He's hilarious. In the article, he does call himself an And Just Like That apologist. He goes into the things that he does like about the series and what he feels like they're getting right. But you guys, it's so funny. You've got to read this thing. Also points us to The New Yorker, where this Emily Nussbaum has been covering Sex and the City. She's an aficionado, but even she said, I gave it 5.5 episodes. I'm out. It's just bad. But back to his writing, one of my favorite lines, there's no exaggerating how insufferable this character is, talking about Che. To call them unwatchable is not hyperbole. Cringing is not strong enough verb to describe what the whole body reflexively does when they're on the screen. That is exactly what we've been saying. This is so funny. There's another great line from it. Every moment Che Diaz is on screen, however, is absolutely mortifying. That's exactly how I feel. How unfortunate that a character like this is so heinous. No one wants to single out the only new LGBTQ plus character on a series. Yet Che Diaz leaves us no choice. Okay, moving on from that, we have news coming out about Chris Noth. Chris Noth news. That's kind of hard to say. I'm going to put in a spoiler alert because they kind of, I think a lot of us already know it, but they kind of say what's going to happen at the end. So if you don't want to know that, you might want to cut off here. But basically, Chris Noth is having his scenes cut from the And Just Like That finale after the allegations have surfaced. So Variety has confirmed it. Apparently the finale will air on February 3rd, and Mr. Big, of course, we know, had passed away, and he was supposed to come back. He was set to appear in the finale during the fantasy sequence where Carrie's character reunites with Big while visiting in Paris, and she was going to scatter his ashes. So apparently they've decided not to use that footage. He still put out that statement saying he's categorically denying the allegations. So some of you guys had a very good point about, well, what happens if they're proven to be false? Do they write him back in? How does that work? I am very curious to see how this is all going to go down. We've all said it. I said it this last episode that I put up, that I feel like she was meant to be talking to Big. I think I remember seeing that they were filming scenes together with him in it, but she was meant to be talking to him. They edited him out, so it looks like she's talking to herself, and it was just kind of a weird scene that really didn't go anywhere. Okay, let's move on to the fun stuff. You guys, I have a new obsession. Check out Cat's Eye Beauty, and the reason I'm pointing you to this is because, first of all, she's amazing. She has been in the comments, she's shown up to the live chats, and she feels the exact same way we all do about And Just Like That. But what's cool about Kat, so many things, is she has this beauty channel, but she has these amazing tips and techniques and just the most beautiful skin I've ever seen. But she does, she says her age herself, she's in her 50s, she does mature makeup. She actually is the same age as Carrie Bradshaw's character. And she does mature makeup, and she's amazing at it, and she has agreed to come on the show. She's going to do a makeup tutorial, but she's also going to answer all kinds of beauty/makeup questions in regards to what they could have done better, what the original looks were like, how to achieve that, just all kinds of cool stuff like that. I'm so excited to have her. So I'm telling you this because it'll be very soon, and I need you to get your questions to me. We're going to look back at some of the best looks of the original series. We're going to look back at some of the worst looks of And Just Like That. We're going to talk about it all. So be thinking what questions you have for her, and she's going to do this awesome makeup tutorial, and I'm so excited about it. So be thinking of your questions, write them in my comments, and I will get them over to Kat. And in the meantime, subscribe to her because she's awesome. She's one of us. We love her. And we want to help all the channels out. And if you have a channel that you want to talk about, just let me know in the comments. Maybe we can look at a collab. And lastly, you guys, the feedback from this last week's episode has been so wonderful. I love every single one of your comments. I read them all. I really do. You guys crack me up. And how could I not mention how bad the green screen was? I'm kicking myself. I'm hindsight 2020 kicking myself. But I had so many comments about the green screen, and I don't even think I brought it up. It was just like, I don't know, so many bad things happened. There was a room in my brain for it. But so we're going to take a minute here just to look at the bad green screen going on here. So this is, of course, Carrie's new apartment that somebody pointed out. It's like a shirt at the mall, right? You try it on, you hate it, you just return it. So she just returned this apartment, but look how bad the green screen is, you guys. We talked about the title being bad when they put up that And Just Like That. It looks like something I'd make on my home computer. That's how this looks too. Why did they do this to us? You're telling me they didn't have the budget to go film at some beautiful apartment somewhere, or not give us this, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know, hire somebody with better Photoshop skills. It just, oh, you guys, it's so bad. It's all so bad. So I had to acknowledge it and give my apologies for not mentioning it, because you're right, it's terrible. And thank you for bringing that to my attention. And I'm down to do this anytime you guys catch something that I missed. Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it all. So guys, that's it. That's the news for the week. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're into it and you want to check out my Patreon, that really does support me. If you're not, don't even worry about it. We got so much content coming out. As you can tell, I put out a lot of videos. But check back a lot because I got all kinds of stuff. And do get me your questions, your beauty questions, because Kat is amazing and she'll answer them all. And any other thoughts, opinions, questions, anything you want to talk about, I'm here for it. Leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.